So today I wrapped up a pretty big project that I've been working on for the past 3 months, and tomorrow I'll be presenting that to the client. And pretty sure there'll be tiny more iteration and fixes, but mostly this project is done. I'm probably going to invoice them in a few days and probably get the money next month. And so it's kind of time for me to start thinking about either taking a new project or kind of what will I do for money in September. Now, I have my usual kind of retainers, clients, and everything. So I have some money that's always coming, but I need more money. My life expenses recently increased with a new son and everything. So I need kind of a new project. And I usually have kind of an inbound clients coming in every once in a while, approaching me with an interesting project. And just the other day, somebody approached me for a project which seemed interesting, but I declined it because after kind of a really long email describing a really interesting project, they kind of signed off with, but we don't have a huge budget and the deadline is super, super tight. And so, and it's going to be really hard. So how about it? And so I said, even though it's really interesting, I'm really not in a position right now to take a project with a small budget and a tight deadline and everything. And actually, even if the budget was fine, I probably don't want to take a super stressful project right now. I've had the last 3 months super stressful. I've been working under a really tight deadline and it created a lot of stress for me and my family. So I don't want to take another really stressful project right now. So I declined it. And now I'm starting to think, okay, perhaps I'll have another interesting project coming and I'll be able to take it this month or next month. But what happens if I don't? And then today, woke up at like 5 because my son was crying and took him for a walk at 5 a.m. in the morning. And while I was walking, I suddenly thought to myself, hey, why don't, instead of waiting for a client project, I actually initiate one of my own projects and kind of have a list of projects that I thought, that would be awesome to do. One of them is actually doing a Webflow course, and people have been asking that for a lot of time. And actually 2 years ago we've been doing kind of Webflow workshops here in Israel, and recently a lot of people were asking me for that, and I told them, look, I don't want to do this because I'm not like super enthusiastic about creating online courses. I've done that before for the new school. I know that it's a lot of work, much more than most people think, and it's a lot of work doing the sales, and it's hard, just like anything, it's hard. But since a lot of people were asking for this, and I kind of did a little research on the internet and saw that nobody's actually doing Webflow courses. I mean, there's the videos on their website, which I think are great. That's the way I learned Webflow. But people were looking for kind of a more course that is more structured. So I put that on the back burner, and now I was thinking, why can't I do that now? Basically, I thought I'm looking for a client project that could bring in like $10,000 or $20,000, and if I can manage to do that with my own initiative project, then actually it has more value, because even on the long term, it probably will keep bringing in money. Well, if I'm taking a client job, it pays once, and then I move on to the next project. When I create my own project, it's probably gonna keep bringing money for the long term. Now, I think a lot of people these days fantasize, I know I was one of them, about how easy it is to do online courses and sell them and keep making like passive income. I know now after doing that twice that it's much, much harder to do. But I think that if the effort is kind of the same between, and the what's coming out of it is economically is the same between a client project and my own initiated project, then perhaps I should be doing that. Perhaps that's more valuable. So I've really been thinking about that. By the way, I'd love to hear from you. I'm probably going to create kind of a landing page, and people can leave their email to tell me if they want me to do this, and then I can, define the course together with them. So check in the link, and perhaps I've put it down there a link asking for your email if you think that you'd like to get a Webflow course from me. I'm probably going to check this out, validate this, and if I see that there's quite an interest, then, and I think that this can generate for me something that is meaningful, then perhaps I'll do that, because yeah, that can be awesome. Or there's one project that might come in. I'm in discussions right now, which is also pretty cool for a huge company. So very interesting. So if that comes along, probably I won't do the course, but I'd love to hear from you in general. If you think that's awesome, then so check the link in the description and let me know what you think. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up today with some emails for Prospero and stuff like that. And then I think I haven't been in the beach this summer at all because, you know, having a newborn son and so much stress at work. So I think I'll pick my son from the kindergarten today and hit the beach.